How you doing? How you doing? And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Patty. First off, I appreciate you stopping by today, boo. Hope you having a good day. You should tell me about your day. We're back in the Genshin Impact beta. I've been wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing that I could spend more time in here. All the real life stuff that's been going on, helping out my family for the last about week and a half, 2 weeks. And then this week I also hurt my back at work, so yay! So it's probably gonna be a few days before you see your boy streaming because that involves a lot of sitting, and that sucks right now. So yeah, that's not gonna be happening. But I wanted to do an updated video and everything on the beta and just let you guys know where I'm at, how things been going, and then just some stuff that I've learned and kind of just showcase a few things. So first things first, your boy's been getting his daily logins and everything. So real quick, we gonna go in here and just do a little 10 pull. You know what I mean? See what kind of luck we get. Cause your boy's had a week, so he deserves a little bit of luck. There should be a little bit of luck in here. Okay. I like that for my icy boy. That means I can level up his weapon. Alright, don't have anyone using that yet. I do have Lisa. That should be a thing for her. Okay. And I'll take another one for my icy boy. Man, as soon as I'm using someone with a greatsword, because I already have like 2 or 3 in my thing, I'll be able to send that several times. If you haven't seen some of my other videos, if you have duplicate weapons, you can feed them into like the weapon that you're using. It has to be the exact same one that you have, like, you know, equipped and everything, and the extra weapons essentially boost what effects are on the weapon already. So it's super awesome. I really love it. I was really scared that was about to be my 4-star. Ooh, okay. She's basically like Amber. She has a bow, but she shoots electric shock. So that'll be interesting. How you doing? Alright. So we'll do some playing around with her. But let me go ahead. Kind of want to waste some summon pulling a few of these, because that would be really broken. Alright. Let's take a look real fast. No, I gotta go to the shop. We got to go to the shop. Alright. So 160 of those. We can buy quite a few with these, honestly. Alright. That feels fair. That feels fair. Let's see what we get out of those, and then I'm gonna see if I spend any more. Petty doesn't necessarily recommend gambling, but you know, it's been a week, so I feel like there's something good gonna happen here. Alright. Sharpshooter's Oath. I can't remember which bow I have on Amber, but either way, we got a new bow user, so I ain't mad at more bows. Alright, I didn't mean that I only need more bows now. You can give your boy something else, you know what I mean? It'll be fine. Petty won't mind. Alright, is this one more bow? Maybe I gotta use, like, you know, maybe I gotta trick it a little bit. That's another bow I'm gonna keep. Alright. Let me look at the details real quick before I spend any Prima Gem, because either this is a meme or, like, it's just a bow pull. Alright, and this, you can go in and see what the exact chances are for everything. So I just want to see what that 3-star table looks like. Okay, yeah, no, a lot of things, not just bows. Okay. Okay. That's a little rough, guys. That's a little rough. Alright, alright. I'll take literally not a bow. That's fine. This is the last one we're going to be able to do. Nothing super crazy. Another bow. Bows for days. It's like we're Muay Thai in here. Just bow, bow, bow. So never let anyone tell you that Petty's a lucky man. He's just out here getting by, folks. 100% confirmed. But because of all that, we can at least go in here and do this. So let's take a little looky-see here. Okay. Look, we're going from additional 75% damage to additional 90%. You know, ain't nothing to scoff at. See how many times we can actually do this. Oh, apparently we can just keep going. 105, baby. 120% next. Yo. Okay. Okay. Your boy ain't mad at it. Alright. And that's now maxed out at rank 5. Okay. Okay. See, we're learning things. We're getting max skill damage now. This is a good time. This is a good time. And this is especially good for this character because of the way that his skills work. So after using an elemental skill, normal or charge attacks deal an additional 120% attack damage within a small radius on each hit. Alright. So let's go to our boy. And what's his elemental attack, you might be wondering. Oop. Slams on the ground. Oh, look! And we just did 2 things with the environment. And now all my attacks have ice damage, and I can switch to other people and have more ice damage. That man's is dope. Alright. So, couple of real quick things that I have found in terms of... Oh, actually, real quick, let's also look at our girl. Because what I was getting ready to get into, so, like, I think the 2 most important characters that you can focus on early game is the main character and then Lisa. And then in a very close third, we're getting our girl Amber. These are essentially the Trinity, in my opinion. They will carry you through basically everything early game, at least up to Adventure Rank 20, absolutely no problem. And because of the way that armor and gear upgrades all work, it's definitely beneficial to kind of focus the couple of people you'll upgrade a few things. Because like say if you want to like level up artifacts, you have to have other artifacts to be able to feed into them. It's not like leveling up your weapon in this game. You can see that Petty's been holding on to a bunch of stuff so that he can level up a few people's things. And we're gonna do an updated video on that at some point. But if we go into and we want to, you know, her weapon's already maxed out. Who's doesn't have a maxed out weapon? Our boy here. So if we go in and look at this, for at least weapons, we've got the ability to do the same thing where we feed them, but we've also got these XP stones that do a fair amount, and you get a decent amount of them. If you're not really spending them, you can really focus on a few people and get a lot more out of them. So again, with that premise and how resources are definitely something you want to conserve early game, picking these 3 and kind of just focusing on them is going to be your best bet. Initially, gearing out this guy and Lisa was my primary objective. And the way that you would want to basically set up those 2, Lisa is a huge benefit because electricity has so many good elemental interactions with different things in the game. With fire, it's overpower and it causes an explosion. With ice, it basically defense breaks them and makes them take more elemental damage. Amazing. Water, it electrifies them, and then electricity starts chain lightning between them and anyone else that's also wet, or I think just nearby, and it is absolutely disgusting. There are so many very aggressive, good combos with electricity in this game that Lisa is someone that you can put in some resources and then get a whole lot back. And then your main character is super versatile. I actually don't even think I have... Yeah, I have his rock powers equipped right now. The Geo powers do a decent amount of damage, like a lot of damage, when you first get them. Like, that's the most damage you've done so far in the game. You're just like, oh. But you have the ability to have arrow with him. And let me actually, let me teleport to one of them little thingies and show you guys what I'm talking about here. So, at different shrines, you can basically get powers from one of the main elements. The area that you start in is arrow, essentially, so wind. Oop, come on, buddy. Let your mans do what he needs to do. And then we just resonate with Animo. And now we got wind powers. And that's super beneficial because early game, anything that wind comes in, or actually the whole game, anything that wind comes into contact with basically takes it and then spreads it across an area. So if, you know, a dude's walking around with a little fiery torch, you can start using that. It's going to mix with fire, and then bam, you've got an explosion, and that can take down a bunch of enemies near you. So it's those two things are so beneficial, and they do give you a really good essentially like foundation in the game and understanding elemental interactions and how you can start trying to use them to your advantage. So between those two characters right there, it's absolutely amazing, and you really benefit from focusing in on them a little bit. And then your second question might be like, all right, well, you said Amber was a very close third. Why is that? Your girl has a whole lot of uses, and a lot of it comes from this little arrow. You can hit boss weak points. There's a ton of things in-game that you either have to shoot, or like walls and everything, destructible walls she can break through. Otherwise, you have to have someone with a heavy weapon like my boy right here. He's actually a 4-star, so we shouldn't even be talking about him right now because he's a 4-star I got from doing a 10 pull. And not really on the same playing field as the 3 people that they, or the 4 people that they give you early game throughout the story. But from those two, Lisa, your main character, and Amber are really strong. Let's see. Also, in terms, food is very important, and you kind of need someone that can do a little bit of hunting for you, because it's kind of tough to get close to animals and be able to hit them. So you kind of need one of those people. Also, if you haven't seen what I'm talking about with like elemental interactions, boom. I want to do a whole video. I'm going to try to get a whole bunch of clips of all the different elemental interactions in the game and some examples of stuff that you can do with them and string all that together in a single guide. But I kind of just wanted to touch back up on this, give you guys kind of an idea of where I'm at with everything. We've got some story stuff to do, and then I think after this or the next story thing, my world level will be able to go up. But yeah, it's been so much fun when I've actually had time to play it. And I'm also up at the point now where I can do essentially co-op with other people. I want to say it's on Twitch that I've got a stream where I did that with some of the people from my Discord and had a lot of fun. Also got carried a little bit. Shout out to Coco for the carry. Shout out to all my mods on Discord, actually. You guys have been holding it down while I've been buried in tiles. Speaking of the Discord, check the link down below. I do have a Discord going, and it's memes. We've got a lot more things in there now, a lot more bots and other stuff that's pretty fun. So you can come check it out. It'd be pretty sweet. And you'll also get alerts for all of my videos, because, you know, if I don't have Dragon Raja in the title of it, it doesn't get sent out to like even a quarter of my subscribers. So that's fun. That's fun. Your boy enjoys that a whole bunch. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, since I've got a hurt back in some time this weekend, I'm gonna record a whole bunch of just gameplay footage without me in it. That way I can go back once the beta is closed and have some footage that I'm able to work with and do some videos on and everything. Also just to feed my own withdrawals, because I'll be super sad once this beta is done. Especially since I was able to put so very little time in it. Another quick example of why your girl Amber's clutch early game. Had to hit that flower with that, otherwise we couldn't pick it up. Had to do it. You can also burn some stuff. Enemy shields and everything also count with fire. Like, Amber brings just a whole bunch to the table. Though, also part of the reason why I put her third is essentially that So the gear sets that you immediately get early game, a few of them you'll just be able to throw on everybody, so everybody has some extra defensive stats. But when you really start getting sets that you want to put on specific people around like level 10 and up, I would say. Lisa's pretty easy to gear out with an elemental set you get early game, which is absolutely amazing for her. Your main character benefits the most from getting all the next best gear that you would have. And your elemental gear for Lisa isn't probably going to be super amazing. It took me a few pieces before I had something. I was like, oh, these are the substats that I want. But by the time you get both of them set up, you'll be level 10, level 15, and everything like that. At that point, Amber will be doing enough damage with her level that, oh, okay, now you can start working on her. So she's a very natural third place in my opinion. So whenever you guys get your hands on this, or if you're in the beta right now, definitely a good thing to keep in mind. Though if you're in the beta right now, you're probably way ahead of me. So this is most likely future advice for everybody else. Alright guys, I appreciate you. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm hoping that sometime this weekend, by like Sunday or so, that I'll be feeling cool enough to be able to stream for like an hour or two. Probably be on Twitch since we made affiliate on there. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're going to have to catch your boy in the next one because we out of here. Deuces.